I'm Holly Johnson. Welcome to CU Celeb Updates Week 4. First of all, is John and Kate over? Is the couple actually divorcing themselves and will be airing it tomorrow to broadcast the news? It is quite a possibility. The couple has announced that they will be making a special announcement on a special airing episode that will air tonight on Monday the 22nd on the TLC channel. It is some sort of thing that will affect the entire family, and so hopefully bring some peace to them. So it's quite possible they are actually going to say that they are getting a divorce. So stay tuned for that to find out the announcement and what it means for the couple. However, in other news to John and Kate, Kate actually spent her 10-year anniversary with John alone, with 5 of the children and 2 dogs instead of with John. John was nowhere to be seen. And, although not recorded on the TV show, Kate was caught on camera by several people spanking her daughter Leah when she was simply blowing a whistle that annoyed Kate. Is Kate on the verge of a breakdown? She seemed to snap awfully easy at a child, and not everybody agrees that spanking a child, especially when she was in public eye, is a good idea. This hasn't brought about any problems yet, but, you never know about the future. I feel bad for that little girl. Sharon Sunny Bono's daughter, Chastity, is beginning the process to become a male. Chastity has said she always felt like a guy, and basically, until recent years, has decided she wants to make the process. Cher is standing behind her daughter, who will soon become Chaz, a guy. Even though she doesn't understand what she is going through, she will stand by her child because she does love her. Robert Pattinson is doing fine. If you didn't hear the news, he got hit by a taxi cab on Thursday while filming in New York for his new movie, Remember Me. Basically, a bunch of fans chased Robert and he got hit. The cab pretty much stopped right before it hit him, so it was more like a clip, and pretty much just freaked him out, if nothing else. He is okay and doing fine. In other Robert Pattinson news, Robert and Kristen are still kind of at it, even though Kristen is in LA currently filming the movie The Runaways, while Robert is in New York filming his film. And Robert has asked Kristen, as we previously announced, he wants her to make a choice between her current boyfriend, Michael, of 5 years, and him. And basically give him an answer in October when they start filming the 3rd movie in the series, Eclipse, for the Twilight series. What will Kristen choose? Who knows? But Michael really wants to woo back Kristen. He is romanticizing her and trying to woo her back with flowers, phone calls, and all kinds of nice things, even attempting to write music for her. Who will Kristen choose? The choice is pretty much up to her, and it's still up in the air that she may be faithful to her boyfriend, or will she go with Robert instead? Stay tuned for this one. This is definitely breaking news. How are Angelina and Brad? It's pretty much a mystery. Although they keep saying they aren't fighting, other reports are saying they are. And it's a wonder, is this a repeat of what happened with Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston when they were almost on the verge of getting a divorce? Years ago, when this happened, they claimed they were doing just fine just a week before they actually filed for divorce. So what's really going on? Are they really fighting? I guess we have to stay tuned to find out the real news, but currently it's kind of up in the air. They may or may not be fighting, or they may just be fine and sticking together. We'll see, I guess. Have you noticed a trend of the love for blood lately? If it weren't just for all those books in the store, and there are plenty of them, vampires are like the new rock star. They are really a hot item. From books to movies to TV shows, vampires are now falling in line right behind the shadow of the Twilight series. Although vampires have always been great, if you think about Anne Rice and her vampires, it seems since Twilight there are more and more books and movies and now TV shows too that are based on vampire and their love and their lifestyles. If you didn't know about the TV show True Blood, now in its 2nd season about vampires on HBO, that's definitely a series to watch. And there's going to be a series based on the books The Vampire Diaries that is going to be similar to the Gossip Girl series that was done by CW. And there's even talk of a Buffy the Vampire Slayer remake or movie. It's kind of up in the air right now, but if you stay tuned to the news, you will be sure to see that blood is a love and vampires are in. How long will this trend last? It's quite unknown, but since Twilight is currently still filming its movies, You never know how long this love of blood will go on, or what the next big thing will be. Jennifer Aniston, recently accepting an award, has pretty much put a highlight to the fact that her love life is starting to sound like her movies. If you haven't noticed that a lot of her movies recently, including Rumor Has It, Derailed, The Breakup, and her new movie, The Last Year, which is about a lady who tries artificial insemination, you might have noticed she's got a trend between her real love life and her movies. She kind of poked fun at this, and she made a joke that, there's a movie out there with an actual title that would help out her love life. It'd be a great thing. So stay tuned, Jennifer. You definitely got a good sense of humor for that one. Susan Boyle is currently on stage again in Scotland after canceling 2 of her shows for the Britain's Got Talent tour. Basically, she took some time off because she's still trying not to get another problem with exhaustion, as she has recently only recovered. Stay tuned to Susan Boyle and on the tour because she probably will be taking more time off as the bus tour goes on, just so she doesn't get exhausted again. So good for her. She needs to rest up. Sarah Palin has accepted an apology from David Letterman. If you don't know, last week, David Letterman made a joke about one of her daughters and accidentally seemed like he was making the joke about her 14-year-old daughter and pretty much had this big fight going on. Well, he finally apologized for real, and this time she agreed and said it was okay. So, all in all, it seems like this little fight should be over and not be in the news anymore. Is it breakup season? Have you noticed a trend? There seems to be a lot of breakups, both marriages and boyfriend-girlfriends going on. Taylor Lautner from Twilight and Selena Gomez don't seem to be together anymore. They're a very young couple, if nothing else. They were only together for a short time. And it seems it's just because they're both busy. So that's probably the reason behind that. Justin Gaston and Miley Cyrus are no more. Currently, Miley may or may not be out hanging out with Nick Jonas, her former ex of 2 years. And Justin's kind of hoping that maybe when Nick breaks her heart, she'll come running back to him. So you never know about this couple and what will happen with them. Sadly, in divorce news, Heather McComb and James Vanderbeek are getting a divorce after 6 years of marriage. And Usher and Tamika Foster are also getting a divorce after only being married for 2 years. Leanne Rimes is asking for a divorce from her husband Dean. You know what? You know the reason? She's hoping to get together with Eddie, the guy she had an affair with 3 months ago. Basically, Eddie seems to be staying with his wife and his children. So, really, in the end, her current husband Dean is worried that, he's going to break her heart, and she's really running after something that will not happen. So I guess we can stay tuned to find out about that. But there is hope for love, so don't you worry. Justin Barton of The Hangover is looking to propose possibly to Ashley Olsen. The couple has been dating for the last year. Britney Spears may be getting engaged to her friend Jason Alexander, even as her ex, Kevin Federline, is very jealous of this whole thing. And Sean Penn is taking some time off from his movie career to work on his relationship with his wife, Robin. Hopefully they will stay together, so it's a good thing. You never know. And Pink and Carrie Hart are doing really great now that they got back together and did not get a divorce, and are hoping to renew their vows as soon as this August. So I guess we'll see what happens with them, and it's really great.